What if I told you that right now, inside of you, there's a dormant power, a power so immense it's capable of completely transforming your reality? Today, we're not exploring some far-off place. No, we are embarking on the ultimate journey, the journey inward, into a landscape of pure potential, a landscape of brilliant light.
This isn't just about feeling a little bit better. It's about a fundamental shift in how you experience the world itself. Imagine a sacred fire that, once awakened, can turn self-doubt into unshakable confidence and confusion into profound clarity. It's a promise, coiled at the very base of your being.
So, just for a moment, take a comfortable breath. And as you exhale, let go of the day's distractions. This isn't just something to watch. It's an invitation to meet the deepest, most potent part of yourself. Shall we begin?
For centuries, ancient yogic and tantric traditions have spoken of a fundamental energy, a kind of master force that lies dormant in almost every single one of us. This incredible power is known as Kundalini.
The word itself, it comes from the Sanskrit kundal, which literally means coiled one. So the image they give us is of a serpent, a powerful symbol of life force and transformation, sleeping in a tight coil at the base of your spine. The amazing thing is, this isn't something you need to acquire or earn. It's your birthright. It's the primordial, creative energy of the universe just waiting patiently within your own body.
So think of this energy as the master key to your own evolution. While it's sleeping, we navigate life with, well, a limited set of tools, don't we? We're operating on what you might call a default setting. But when it begins to stir, it's like a key turning in a lock, opening a door to a completely new way of experiencing life itself.
So a natural question is, how does this awakened energy actually travel? Well, the yogic texts provide a fascinatingly detailed map of our subtle anatomy, this intricate network of energy channels they called Nadis. You can think of them as invisible rivers and streams that carry our life force, or prana, to every single corner of our being.
And this is not a small network we're talking about. Classical texts, like the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, speak of somewhere around 72,000 of these nadis. It's a vast, intricate web of life pulsing within you. But for our journey today, we're going to focus on the three main superhighways that run right along your spine.
Let's start on the left side of the spine. Here we have the Ida Nadi. See if you can even sense its cool, lunar qualities. This is the channel of your intuition, your creativity, your receptive, feminine nature. Now, if you shift your attention to the right side, you'll find the Pingala Nadi, the solar channel. Feel its warmth, its active, masculine energy. This governs your logic, your action, your extroverted side. The truth is, most of us, throughout the day, tend to be more dominant in one of these two.
But the real magic, it happens in the central channel, the Sushumna. For most people, this channel is dormant, kind of like an unused highway. The entire science of yoga is actually designed to create a perfect balance between the hot and cold, the active and receptive energies of Ida and Pingala. And why? So that the life force, the prana, can finally enter the central column. This is the sacred path the awakened Kundalini will travel.
Along this central superhighway, the Sushumna, we find these major energetic intersections. These are the chakras, a Sanskrit word that means wheels or vortexes. Just imagine them as powerful, spinning whirlpools of energy. And the 7 fundamental chakras are like a ladder, mapping our entire spectrum of human experience, all the way from our most basic survival instincts to the highest states of consciousness. Let's begin at the very foundation, the Muladhara Chakra. This is our root, our connection to the earth. When our energy is primarily focused here, life is really all about survival, finding food, securing shelter, physical safety. Move up just a little from there, and you find Swadhisthana. Now, if your energy is centered here, you're a pleasure seeker, someone who really delights in all the sensory experiences the world has to offer.
And just for a moment, without any judgment at all, gently turn your awareness inward. Can you feel where your energy naturally gathers? Is it in that drive for security, for stability? Or maybe it's in the pursuit of enjoyment and pleasure? There's no right or wrong answer here. Simply the gentle light of awareness. Simply notice. As we continue our ascent, we arrive at Manipura Chakra, just below the navel. This is the powerhouse, the center of action and dynamism. If your energy is strong here, you're a doer, a person who really makes things happen. Then we reach the heart center, Anahata.
This is where our energy transforms into the boundless qualities of love, compassion, and creativity. Again, take a gentle breath and ask yourself, are you driven by the satisfaction of accomplishing tasks, of building things in the world? Or do you feel most alive when your energy flows through creative expression, through deep connections with others, and through acts of love? Simply notice the unique texture of your own life force.
Now we enter the higher centers. At the pit of the throat is Vishuddhi, a center of power. And this isn't power over others. It's the refined power that comes from mastery, from speaking your truth with clarity and conviction. And above this, between the eyebrows, we find Ajna, often called the third eye. When your energy is dominant here, you achieve what's called intellectual realization. It brings this profound sense of peace and stability, a deep understanding of the nature of things, even if the ultimate experience hasn't quite blossomed yet.
Okay, now that we've mapped the terrain of the chakras, let's return to the incredible force that travels this path. What really is the nature of this Kundalini energy itself? For a more poetic and powerful description, we can turn to ancient texts like the Shat Chakra Nirupana from all the way back in 1526.
This beautiful verse really captures the mystical imagery. Kundalini is not just some blind, mechanical force. It's described as a divine feminine power, a goddess sleeping within you, possessing the brilliant flash of lightning and the potential for immense creation.
And those 3.5 coils mentioned in the text, they're deeply symbolic. The 3 full coils represent our 3 ordinary states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, and deep dreamless sleep. But the half coil, that represents the 4th state, the transcendental consciousness that underlies them all. This sacred geometry, this incredible potential, is sleeping inside of you right now.
You know, the entire spiritual path can really be understood as the journey of this awakened energy, this serpent fire, from the base chakra, Muladhara, all the way up to the crown chakra at the very top of the head, known as Sahasrara. It's an evolution of consciousness through 7 distinct levels of intensity. To move your energy up through these first 6 portals, from your foundation all the way to the seat of your intellect, humanity has developed countless paths in spiritual technologies, yoga postures, breathing techniques, meditations, acts of service. It's a structured ascent, a process of clearing the path, portal by portal. But the final step, that's different. This quote from the mystic Sadhguru is profound. The journey from the third eye to the crown is no longer about following a map or a set of instructions. It's a quantum leap. It's the point where all techniques dissolve and absolute trust becomes the only vehicle. And it's why so many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of a guide, a guru, because making that jump requires a level of trust that can be frankly terrifying for the individual ego. Falling upward. It's the ultimate paradox, isn't it? It is letting go of control, of the I that has been making the journey. It's a surrender so complete that you don't climb to the peak, you dissolve into the sky. It's a release into the boundless consciousness that you always were. When the energy finally reaches the crown, the Sahasrara, often called the lotus of 1,000 petals, the journey is complete. And the experience isn't just peace or contentment. It's so much more than that. It is pure ecstasy. Imagine an explosion of bliss that has absolutely no external cause. It's not because you got a promotion or fell in love. It's simply the raw bliss of your own life energy reaching its ultimate peak. The map has been laid out before you. The potential has been described. This sacred, intelligent, and transformative power is not something you need to go out and find. It is your birthright. The only question that remains is not if it exists, but what you will choose to do with it. The serpent is stirring. What new world will you create when it finally awakens?